not right. My view, even as we go to the next step, that the committee should consider, just like Honorable Tienda said, including the veterinary drugs. These things of and saying that, it's regulated differently. As the bill is currently, I hear Honorable Millie say that it's there. It's not there in this particular bill, that it's regulated differently. It should be included when you go to the next reading. Honorable Speaker, you see, there is a tendency of the wannabes in a particular career, and I say this with tremendous respect. The wannabe in a career pushing to be placed at par with the people, with the people that they are ambitiously focusing to achieve, their goal. Like, you get a clerk in my law firm wants to be called wakili or an advocate, and he's a clerk. And that is the justification this bill is also providing. That a pharmaceutical technologist wants to be at par with a pharmacist. That you define them with the same line, within the same line, that a pharmacist and a technologist. I mean, they are also distinct. Even their mode of training is different. One is just basic, and the other one goes extreme in the training. So this justification of trying to put the people, the wannabes of a particular career at par with the people who've gone steps higher in terms of training should be reviewed. And I think even as the committee looks at that, they should focus. They should find a way to push and make sure that such roles are distinct, clearly distinct. But even as we look at this, Honorable Speaker, it's important for this particular bill also, and even the people who manage these matters drugs, to be keen on also what is happening. We currently have so many quacks in different professionals. So many quacks. What is now in public domain is the quacks in the Law Society of Kenya, or lawyers, I would say there. People pretend to be advocates and they've never gone to any law school. But it's worse when those quacks also practice the over-the-counter sale of the medicines. You can imagine what will happen if somebody prescribes a wrong medicine on a wrong, prescribes a wrong medicine on you, on your body, and there is no reverse, there is no spare on your body. That even as we look at this, we need to find a way to have most of these quacks in professions. People have sacrificed, gone to school, studied very hard, opened, decided to have their businesses in pharmacy, and somebody comes next, collects allowances for another person who's gone to school, and then decides to wear a dust coat, and calls himself doc or a pharmacist, and sells drugs and prescribes drugs. And those are the people you hear when you go to their pharmacies. They just tell you, you say, I have a stomachache, and they tell you, you look like you have H. pylori. And they give you some kit without proper medical checkups. So even as we look at this whole thing, it's important for us to be keen on that. And those quacks are in the villages. I have seen so many in my constituency. Small chemists selling Panadol, selling everything, and others even doing abortions. Quite unfortunate. And sometimes such are discovered when things have gone south. So we also need to find a way to regulate and protect societies, professional bodies, professional societies. Like now the pharmacies and such. So that quality professions are protected, human life is also protected, and the dignity of a profession is guarded. I mean, it kills morale for one to go to school for nothing, because it's something that can be done by other people. And that is what now is happening in the hospitals. And Honorable Speaker, even in such, even as we talk about the drugs, others go to an extent of selling drugs that are expired, drugs that have been banned from some countries. And nowadays they know the science of human beings. They know that what people want quick service, over the counter. And it becomes very easy to get a quack selling you, or even that a professional or qualified pharmacist selling you over the counter without prescription.